My coworker thinks I'm unroastable. Prove her wrong. She looks like she's gonna try to sell me essential oils. Obviously, your coworker is a lesbian with low standards. Roses are red. Violets are black. Why is your chest as flat as my back? The physical embodiment of basic. She has a body that was made for radio. In 15 years you're gonna be a total Karen. Looks like corporate America has paralyzed half of your face. I would fall in love with her, only to quickly realize she's equal parts boring and bratty, and would stay with her until she realized I was a total alcoholic and douchebag. Ruin my week. It's almost like someone buried a pair of Uggs, a Taylor Swift CD and a venti caramel macchiato in the ground, sprinkled it with Angry Orchard cider, and you suddenly sprang into existence. This is how your character looks when you first enter the character creation menu. Default. Judging by the camp chair and sheet for a door, life has ruined your week. You're like the Kia Forte of people. How many times have those eyebrows been wrapped around your head? Probably a bad idea, but let's do this. Behind all that tattoos, piercings and straightened chia pet hair, there's a small boy who just loves math. It's ma'am. All your life choices have been a bad idea. What's gonna happen when you run out of unique quirky accessories and realize you've wasted so much effort trying to defy convention in the most conventional ways? I'm sorry that your dad was never around and that your mom had to work all the time. Now can you stop screaming for attention? You should glue a Barbie doll with a miniature lawnmower onto your hair. How can someone try so hard and be so lazy at once? My name is Abigail, I'm 18, and I already know I look like a dumb. Do your best. You and a million other girls are so unique with your shaved eyebrow. So many guys are going to settle for you at the end of the night. You could use the dark roots from your bleached hair to patch in that eyebrow, so you got that going for you. Taking a notch out of your eyebrow to give yourself character won't compensate for the shallow void of a personality we can all see that you're trying to hide. When life gives you lemons, you should stuff them in your shirt to give yourself tatas. Home Depot should have your teeth on display showing the various shades of white. You should part your hair the other direction. You're covering the wrong eyebrow. Your wonky haircut matches perfectly with your wonky chin. 36 years old overweight male with one leg. I'm a typical American male that watches too many sports, gambles, and I'm a pacifist incel. I've had cancer twice. My hobbies are playing pool, video games, and traveling. I'm also terrified of flying. I work in sports radio. Do your worst. Overweight was 200 pounds ago, bro. So, with the leg diabetes, or did you get hungry and snack on it? You're like a whale with a kickstand. Which subreddits do you moderate? I'd be scared of flying on any plane you were taking. I sincerely hope you're able to take these jokes with a grain of salt. Please get help, love yourself, and, no matter what these people say, you are worth getting better for. 18. You can roast us in Arabic, English, French, Chinese, Russian, and Italian. Make us regret being multilingual. Do you have a more recent picture than 1993? Yeah, I also have the translation app in my phone. A giraffe and hyena both wearing zebra skin. These two are a cup away from being interesting. The only foreign words you know is the Spanish on the back of a birth control box. No need. Ugly is the universal language. I've seen both of you before. You were at a disco in Monaco, off to the side of the main dance floor, doing that we are bored out of our minds slow European dance that has a half squat and lip licking every 30 seconds. 10 minutes later, you two were hoovering fat lines of coke off each other's tatas in the back of a limo that was going to the airport where both of you waitress at a sausage kiosk. Does anyone else smell cheap cigarettes? Your sense of fashion is about as competent as that electrical work. Somebody once told them that stripes were slimming, and they decided to base their lives around that. How do you say average at best in Russian? Multiple languages but zero personality. There are over 500,000 words total in all those languages combined, but none of them can describe how bad you look in your dress. About to fail all of my engineering finals. Do your worst and torch me, like I'm about to torch my GPA. Chubby-faced Caitlyn Jenner. Went to a hair and makeup party via a time machine in a hot tub circa 1985. Lana Del Rey ate a marshmallow. You look just smart enough to think you could pull it off, but not smart enough to actually do it. I work 3 jobs in the service industry, make me hate life more than they do. You look like I could tip you with Lucky Strikes and pregnancy tests. Maybe if I post this at an angle, they won't notice I'm proportioned like a hobbit with an eating disorder. I bet you use no fewer than 20 hashtags about body positivity on your Instagram posts. You know you've got it made when you work 3 jobs and still live with your parents and sleep on a bunk bed. I don't know how you are able to work 3 jobs when you can't even hold your phone straight. I think I've dated you 3 times. Threat customer is always right about you. Are you wearing a wig, or are your roots just that bad? My self-improvement goals this year have been going great, and I'm feeling good. Bring me back down to earth, please. Need to bring your hairline back down to earth as well. I hope one of your goals is to grow a neck. Last time he looked this happy was the day his uncle said he was too old now. I think gravity does a pretty good job at bringing your gigantic ass down to earth already. Self-improvement has been going great. If this is your after picture, I never want to see the before picture. Depressed astrophysics major and amateur MMA fighter trapped inside during a blizzard. Barbecue me, boys. Asking your grinder trick to pull your hair does not make you an MMA fighter. The only MMA you're interested in is man-on-man action. Exploring black holes of other dudes isn't astrophysics. Likes to wrestle, trapped in a closet. Favorite planet is Uranus. 27. Mother of 2, and I'm loving life. Help me take it down a notch. You look like Velma trying to go undercover in a high school as a cool kid. I bet you floss to embarrass your kids. I bet you'd smile if you actually flossed in real life. How much was the artificial insemination? Him getting the manager ready to speak with you shortly, miss. How can you love your life when you have a Fortnite shirt? My ego is way too high for a mediocre bassist majoring in philosophy. Your ego is writing checks your body can't cash. Your photo album has this picture in 30 different angles and slight adjustments before you pick this for the roast. Your boyfriend only says that he's into bondage so that he can put a bag over your head so that he doesn't need to see you while doing it. Yeah, I looked at your profile. You're the sort of girl who gets asked to prom when the guy's on his last option but decided against taking his dog. You look like you spend way too much time on things such as hipster outfits, being vegan, and indie music, to the point where you have no other tangible qualities, like being able to clean your room, or making anything to eat other than a rice cake with almond butter. The genes don't lie, and every guy in your hometown knows it. Don't worry, you'll be just fine with that degree. I hear they are hiring in ancient Greece. 21. History/English education student. My sister told me to post, so ruin me. You wear bangs and a choker top, because no one wants to bang or choke you. How long before you graduate and start writing that blog about how the patriarchy is keeping you from getting a better job than barista? Using a blurred background highlights your features even more, which is not good at all. Absolutely no will to live. Have at it. Spend less on makeup and more on Prozac. You look like you hiss at people in the high school hallway. You sure do put a lot of time and energy into showing the world you don't care. Sold her soul to the devil, got nothing in return. Worst trade deal ever. Looking ridiculous isn't a substitute for having a personality. Obviously the world's first head transplant. Show this pic to little kids to remind them why they aren't allowed to cut their own bangs. Thanks for watching, you grass-eating animals. Christmas is almost here, so here's a little gift for you. In this loud, fast world, 5 seconds of silence. Bye and love you.